It is one-to-one day. So amongst everything we're trying to do at the minute, obviously I still want to make sure I'm doing my day-to-day stuff, and obviously every month we have our one-to-ones with our team. So I've got mine with Adam, Andy, Rach and Kelly today across the day. I haven't moved into this house that long ago. And when I moved in, it was when we just started putting together all the investment piece and everything. But yeah, when we moved in, I started thinking about, like, it was just similar times when we started thinking about the investment, started piecing all that together. And then after about 2 months of being in here, it was like full hard going for it. And I started to like ask Kelly if I can write on the walls. So I have these things all sort of round the walls here. Here's Cal now actually. I'll come back to that in a moment, but I was basically just saying I've got loads of stuff on the wall, babe, because you allow me to write on the walls.
Yeah, I do.
That's the kind of relationship we have. I'll go around writing on the walls. Starting off with Dan. You can ring my bell. Went well, one-to-ones went well. Always good to have time with people, especially at the minute my calendar seems to be like crazy, so it's nice to have a blocked hour with my team. I tend to take mine off site because I just like to make sure everyone's like fed and watered, so I take them to Costa. Good thing one-to-ones, like always good to do them. We put them in place at the start of the year. Yeah, dead important for all the teams. I've actually tested a new piece of software with it this morning with like the people I do my team and the one-to-ones with. I'm probably going to test that for another couple of months and then we'll probably roll that out through the business. But yeah, they're all good. I'm into them.
Why'd you do that?
Bloody hell! Well, before we did them, I think what happens is you just have a lot of conversations that don't really go anywhere. You might try and action something or put any like long-term plans in. So what we're trying to do now is one-to-ones every month and then personal development plans every 6 months. So people have got something to work towards. Before that, it becomes a bit sort of broken and a bit scatty. It doesn't really work. Whereas this allows everyone to have their time with their manager and equally with the people within their teams to sort of talk about how everything's going. And I think if you don't have that consistency with that, then it doesn't really work. So there's been a massive improvement this year on last year, definitely. It can drive me to your heart. Jamie's too young, doesn't get it.
No, don't get it. Coming up with a strategy for social channels. So obviously we've got Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, IGTV now. I suppose what we're doing is looking at how we can utilise all Facebook services to the best of our ability, isn't it really? Facebook Watch, not currently available in the UK, but something that we desperately want to get on because we know we can do it, but we just don't have a plan. We just sort of keep walking around quite arrogantly saying, we should be on that, we should be on Facebook Watch, but we've not actually really tried that hard to get on there. But this is more about thinking about what's our end goal, what do we want to do, what's the sort of the perfect picture of how content looks on the tools on all our social channels, and then reverse engineering that to this point now, isn't it?
Because a goal without a plan is just a dream. I think it's something kind of that.
A goal is a dream without a deadline.
No, with a deadline you're crap.
Oh, with a deadline, couldn't read it properly.
A goal is just a dream without a plan.
A goal is a dream with a deadline. What we're doing today is we're just reading quotes
off walls,
and in the hope that somehow will get us onto Facebook Watch. That's a good plan.
Yes.
Yeah. can drive me to your heart.
My weeks seem to vary, so like I'll have a week of like externals, week of internals, mixtures, whatever. This week's felt that we've just got a ridiculous amount of internals, which is good. The communication across the business has improved so much over the last 6 to 12 months, based on the fact the team has grown, and we've had those growing pains where you add people into the teams and then you realise that actually you're not communicating as well, and things don't go as well as you might hope, and actually when you break it down, it's just through lack of communication. And I think the one-to-ones help that. I think the weekly internals help that. The creatives, we've gone through a whole process of making sure our creative meetings are sort of communicate well enough as well. I think everything that we do when it comes to communication, we're constantly trying to improve on it. And I think it's easy to think that meetings are a waste of time sometimes, but that's only if you're not sort of if you've not got the systems or processes in place to make sure that they're actually of value. It's been a good week. Me and Ad had a really good session on the strategy thing, and we've got another one booked in next week and another one the week after that, that we should be able to, by the end of the month, come to some kind of agreement on and then start executing on it. It's good. Here he is, look. You look a right predator when you do that. Coming home! Extra time. My hair is dishevelled because I've been pushing my hands through it.
Like every England fan. Devastated.
Genuinely cannot cope.
It's not over yet.
It's not over yet. No, it's not over yet.
I feel like I'm a newborn and I'm just away from the teat, trying to suckle some milk, knowing that the end game's coming. And the milk is just not there, but I'm trying to get to it. It's not happened yet.
Well, it might do.
Is that a good...
Great analogy, we'll just carry on now.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
It's done, we're out. It's a load of shit.
Do you only close one door?
I usually close both, Shirley, but you know what? Tonight, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna leave it. If you want to rob that door.
Don't say that.
It won't come out until after the door's shut. It's fine. It's not live.
Cut that. It's not live.
Not live.
On the tool.
We're out. It's done. It's not coming home. Take your t-shirt off. Not on camera.
It can drive me to your heart.